And we're back.
It's happening.
Live from Parts Unknown.
Yeah, Parts Unknown. Definitely.
Yeah. Episode 20.
Yeah, episode 20.
Holy shit. Episode 20.
I'm impressed that we've done this for 20 episodes.
I am too. I mean, yeah. It's been good.
It has been good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I appreciate all the subscribers, all the love that we're getting. Getting very nice comments.
Yeah, it's nice.
People have been a lot nicer.
I know. People aren't as mean as you think.
That one comment
It was very nice.
on our full on our long frame episode.
We got a groupie.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Said we were funnier than Two Bears, One Cave.
It's a bold statement.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree, but
It's a bold statement.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. It's a bold statement, though.
Yeah.
It's a very bold statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
Whatever your YouTube name is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, people are on YouTube. You forget that.
Yeah, people are on YouTube.
I don't really go on YouTube a lot, but I do. I go on YouTube a lot, I think, now that I think about it. But people really go on it like they go on Instagram and social media, don't they?
I mean, that's where I get most of my ideas from.
Yeah, I mean, you need to know how to do anything. You just go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like if I need to figure anything out, like I just got an axolotl for my birthday.
I don't know what that is.
It's a salamander that doesn't.
A salamander?
Yeah, that it like never develops out of its gills, so it lives in the water.
Yeah.
And it's all white. It's cool. Like my daughter got it from him. Like,
one more thing that you have to take care of.
if my daughter's mother,
Yeah.
her brother just passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Very sad. It was very close and was
yeah.
incredibly sad. If her brother didn't just die and she came into my house with a fucking 20-gallon fish tank and an axolotl for my birthday, I'd have been like, what the fuck did you do? Why the fuck would you buy this for me?
Yeah.
But now I got a 20-gallon fish tank.
What'd you name it?
Mutz. Like, because it's white.
Mozzarella. Yeah. I like that.
A little Mutzy. Yeah, a little Mutz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cute. He's cool. But like, it's...
How big do they get?
They get pretty big, man. It's small now. It's all white. It's really cool. You can see like its inside. It's like almost clear.
Yeah.
But they get like 10 to 14 inches.
The kids like it?
The kids love it. Yeah, the kids love it. They look at it like, oh, and I get into it.
What do you feed it?
Bloodworms.
Nice.
Frozen bloodworm cubes. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I give myself my test injections, and then I feed the axolotl. It's right. It's on the same TRT schedule as me. Good timing. Good timing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool little guy, and people are into it. So I was like, oh, what do we do? More about axolotls? What can I put in their tank? We'll make the tank cool, right? So I go on YouTube. Because like, what do? You just go on YouTube.
For everything.
For everything. Like what?
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to YouTube. I mean, that's where we're getting the bulk of our views and interaction. So
You just forget about YouTube. You forget about it a little bit,
yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Like I know a guy through Instagram, through the coin community. Can we shout him out? Yeah, because he actually has a big YouTube page.
So you shout out his YouTube.
Yeah, his name's Spectacular, like SPEG, Spectacular.
Does he follow us?
I think he does actually.
If he doesn't,
No, I think he does.
if he doesn't, we're cutting this out.
I think he does. He's a good guy. So, but like the point, like he's very well known in that like the coin community on Instagram.
Yeah.
But like his following doesn't really match his YouTube following that he has. He has a massive YouTube follow, like thousands and thousands of subscribers.
What is his content like on YouTube that's different than the rest of his stuff?
It's just coins, but I think it's the platforms are different. Like everything is drives to YouTube, and there's people they're actually forget. It's just back to you forget how many people are actually like on YouTube using it socially and commenting, and yeah, there's people. YouTube's been big for a long time, man.
Yeah.
I know another guy from the gym. He's a gym friend. And he's like an online coach, and he got into it like years ago before everybody's like an online fitness selling workout plans and all this, and he did it just by posting videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I don't know him that well, and I don't know like enough about what he makes, but he makes enough from doing the YouTube that he doesn't have to work, and his wife doesn't have to work. Like that, he works. That's what he does, but like. He makes a living with it, and he doesn't have a huge Instagram following. Like he only has a couple of thousand followers on Instagram.
I mean,
So I just don't
we get
think-
way more subscribers on YouTube than we do followers on any of the other social media
Yeah,
platforms.
that's my point. So I think YouTube
So like
is really
this is episode 20. By the time this comes out, like we're at 200,000 views lifetime.
Yeah.
And we'll be at 200 subscribers by the time episode 20 comes out. Like, I don't know if those metrics are good, bad, or whatever, but like, that's just what they are. Like, we're gaining, the last couple episodes, we're gaining between 45 and 60,000 views per episode with the clips that we're putting out.
Yeah.
And then gaining probably 50 to 60 subscribers. It's almost like for every subscriber is a thousand views, the way it's been setting up. It's like a little bit more views than that, but like that's pretty much the ratio how it's been, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of it means.
Me either. We just keep doing it because we like it.
People want to listen to me talk.
Well, it's
Incredible.
we got a sponsor.
Yeah, we did have a sponsor.
Tell us about the sponsor.
So I've known this guy for like years. He's like an internet friend of mine through the coin community.
Yeah.
And he's out in California, and him and his wife have an incredible company called Flower of Life CBD. I actually wish I didn't forget his shit because my back is so jacked right now. I wish I had. They make a plethora of products.
So what kind of products do they make?
So first of all, it's a CBD company. They're full spectrum CBD, which there's a lot of CBD out there, and a lot of it's shit.
Yeah.
A lot of the CBD products you see in stores or like gas stations, stuff like that, it's not really tested, and it's like counterfeit bootleg CBD oil out of like China. It's not good. So this is legit full spectrum CBD. They do full line gummies, vapes, pre-rolled joints. They have an awesome roller, Freezy roller for like sore muscles. This stuff is incredible. They do pet products, CBD oil for pets. Yeah, they do everything. It's a full-on CBD company. They do Delta 9 products also. But Flower Life CBD, yeah, they're fucking incredible. Not only is it an awesome company, but they're awesome people. Huge fans of the two of them. Him and his wife, they're great. Totally great.
If you go to their website and you put in the promo code,
We're going to put the promo code right there.
no, it's going to go up here.
Boom. Right
Right
there.
here. Link your promo code right up here.
Yeah, the website is folcbd.com. Promo code Bing BeBetter20 for 20% off at checkout. If you're looking
For all of your CBD needs.
for all your CBD needs, yeah, CBD is great. The real stuff is really good, and a lot of people, some people don't want to smoke weed. Some people can't smoke weed. Some people live in states where it's like we're in New York, where it's practically California.
I use a CBD roller. That's like awesome. I use it on my hip on the incision scars and shit like that. Fucking works great.
Yeah, the stuff works great.
Yeah.
So CBD is a great alternative for anything. Want to relax, in a little bit of pain. Flower Life CBD. FOL.com. BeBetter20 at checkout.
BeBetter20.
Yeah, BeBetter20. And I gotta go.
here.
I gotta get some hats.
It'll be up here.
One of my favorite hats ever is like a fitted snap hat, camo with their logo. I gotta get one.
I need one.
Yeah, I know. I'll get them.
Yeah. Everyone knows I like my hats.
I know. I've been wearing a lot of hats lately too. I gotta get their hats. So yeah, so Flower Life CBD.
Yep. BeBetter20.
BeBetter20. Bing. Never should have gave me the board.
Yeah.
I got a fake business idea.
I love fake business. Let's go.
I know you love fake business.
Let's go.
It's a fake business idea. I want to have I got to call our tech friend and have him give me like a pessimistic point of view of it. So like I'm thinking about like our friend who does.
Here's the thing. This is exactly how you would work.
Yeah, this is exactly how it would work. Be like, shut the fuck up. It's $1 billion idea. I think it is, right? So I was like talking to our friend who does the OnlyFans, and about it's like, oh, AI, and I was like, no, AI is not going to replace creators, right? I said, I think AI will replace OnlyFans managers who take 30 to 50% of the girl's profits before it replaces the creator. And I think
that's an interesting take.
Right? So here's what does an OnlyFans manager do? Right? They pretty much like give you a schedule. Like, I need these pictures. I need this. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And then they communicate with all the subscribers.
Essentially, an OnlyFans manager operates two things. It operates as like the personal assistant,
exactly,
to the creator,
scheduling,
but then
communication,
but then it operates as the engine for all the interaction across social media.
Yes.
So like
keeping track of all the different posts for the multiple Instagram, Twitter account, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok accounts, because there's multiple, like each one has like 5 or 6 accounts and it's pushing. So it does that. It's pretty much like really kind of mindless, repetitive stuff. And then it's conversations, whether it's the manager or he has a team of people communicating with the OnlyFans subscribers, because that's where the money isn't on the subscription. $4 a month. That's not, you don't make any money on that. The money is in selling the videos, doing the private content, stuff like that. Right? So that comes from mass communication that the manager is putting on. Because the reality is, it's not possible for someone who does OnlyFans to be in that top tier of like making money.
Yeah.
If you don't have, like, you can't communicate with all those people effectively and make the content and this and that. It's just, it's physically, there's not enough time, right? You can make 100,000 a month. You can't buy more time. You can't. Yeah. That's the reality of it. So I would think that with the power of AI and an app and someone who's much smarter than me and you, our cynical friend, right? And his brother.
Yeah.
I would think they could make some type of AI-based app that acts as this, does all the content scheduling, and more importantly, because this is where the money comes from. The interaction. Now you're taking AI, you're already uploading. All right, so I'm your AI app. I'm uploading all of your social media platforms. So I'm developing a personality based off of what you've already put on social media for the last 2 years, right?
Right. Now so they're curating all of your content to create their AI persona, right?
And that AI persona is now communicating with Carl in Ohio.
Essentially,
and he's developed an AI OnlyFans girl X is now developing a relationship with Carl in there, and she's also got a relationship with Steve in Ohio and Joe in Montana. And all these places all over the country. And now essentially they're doing all that, and now it's uploading, oh, this guy wants to do a private call, this guy wants a private video, and now it directly sends it to the girl. And
then it advances to the point where the girl doesn't have to even make content anymore. The AI has assumed the consciousness and the persona of that person, and then starts putting out the content.
I think that's going to be the next. It's going to be a next premium service, because that is a thing, right? AI and creating people, and people are getting fooled.
They're doing that already.
They're already doing that, but I think the next thing is going to be people are going to pay a premium to have OnlyFans relationship with a sentient human. With a real human. They're going to pay more money to be with a real person.
Oh, so that's a way of getting
I think that'll be a way. OnlyFans is going to have to adapt to that.
Well, you'd have to, if that was the case, then OnlyFans would have to disclose what's AI and what's not.
But that's fine, because OnlyFans is just OnlyFans is just
but I don't know that OnlyFans knows that. People are creating AI accounts, and the AI accounts are interacting with people, and they're making money off the AI.
There's going to have to be
a differentiation or like a disclosure.
There have to be, because
say like, this is the AI section, this is the real girl section.
Well, no,
the real person section.
Yeah, but I think people are going to pay a premium to have an online digital relationship with someone they know is actually real. Versus an OnlyFans, because people are going to feel slighted. And I'm telling you, it's going to be.
I mean, it's just. I think it's just unlocking a different market.
It's just a different market. But
then it essentially creates a different market, because like we were talking about last episode with like the sex shops and the real dolls and all that shit. Like, there's people that like that's their girlfriend. And there's no interaction, there's no talking, there's no nothing. You know what I mean? But like, that's their girlfriend. So like, yes, it's just like another selection on the shelf.
Another selection on the shelf.
Yeah.
Because if you're a guy and you're going to go on OnlyFans, like, would you rather pay the same or pay a little more, but you could be guaranteed that you're talking with a real person? Because I would feel fucking slighted if I didn't know if it was AI and I'm not paying to talk with an AI.
Depends on what you want.
I want to pay to talk with a real single mother in another state. Like, that's what I want.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's your kink. You know what I mean?
It's not my kink. It's not a kink.
Your niche, whatever you want to call it.
Anything.
Whatever you want to call it. Your preference. That's your preference.
And
I'm sure there'll be a ton of people that don't give a shit and just want the split.
I think going forward, I think going forward, there's going to be a premium for real human-to-human interaction.
I mean, I hope you're right.
I think there will
We
be.
should get ahead of the market.
I think there will be. So, but pretty much the fake business. So we got a little, we digress.
So when I launch OnlyHands 1.0, we get differentiate between AI hands,
these fucking hands,
and real hands.
Real hands. But so the fake business, the fake business pitch.
That doesn't sound like fake business. It sounds like real business.
Actually a really good idea.
Like real business.
Like we digressed and talk about like social issues with whatever, but like so that's the business pitch. It's an app that uses AI to communicate with the fans of the girls' OnlyFans, and that we make the money based off a subscription.
It's basically
basis.
a digital. It's basically a digital liaison manager that basically handles all of the operations of
OnlyFans
for the OnlyFans manager.
The uploading of the multiple accounts,
right?
The communication, the AI relationship development with the OnlyFans customers. And we make the money because you're an OnlyFans girl. You can generate $50,000 to $100,000 a month. You're giving 25 to 50% of that to a manager. We just want $1,000 a month to use that service. That's a great deal. So it's going to cost you $12,000 a year versus $200,000.
Well, if you pay for the whole year up front,
if
you pay for the whole year up front, we'll give it to you for $10,000.
$10,000 flat. You can pay for the front.
I'm in.
You can pay for it.
I'll help you. I'll help you pitch our friend.
You don't have to pay for it. It comes out of your payouts.
So is it going to steal this from us?
It's a good idea, right?
It's a great idea.
Fake business. Pitch it.
That's not a fake business. It's a real business.
That's a great idea.
It's a real business.
How is somebody?
I'll make a deck for it.
Yeah, because everybody's like, oh, AI is going to. No, AI is just going to replace like repetitiveness. That's what it's going to replace. AI is not going to replace real. It's just like,
I think everybody's starting. Sorry. I think everybody's starting to change their thought on what AI is going to do. Everybody was scared that AI, it's going to kill everybody and destroy humanity. But like really, AI is going to replace the. So like this is what Elon Musk and everybody seems to think now. They're saying that AI is going to be changing the landscape of basically like the middle class. So like replacing all of those jobs, data entry, communications, sales for the most part, like all of those jobs are going to be, and then these people are going to be moved to some sort of government program.
A 15-minute city.
No, where they're getting paid, but they're getting paid a wage, but they're not working.
Yeah.
And like
basically
getting rid of
universal basic income.
Right.
Yeah.
So getting rid of the middle class altogether, and everyone's going to be kept down to poverty.
Yeah.
It's communism. Yep.
It's communism.
Yeah. So that's the fear of AI.
Digital dollar. Yeah. It's communism.
Right.
I mean, it'll happen.
Right.
I mean, it's definitely going to replace mundane jobs. I think for right now, it could replace OnlyFans managers.
Soon.
Because they do a lot of work, the OnlyFans managers, but at the end of the day,
they do a lot of work, but they take
do a lot of work.
They take a percentage of the revenue. If you could pay a flat fee, I'm sure
you could pay a flat fee, and it just
those girls that are making $1 million a month
works just as effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, this girl's manager, he's not just like talking to fucking 50 different guys. He's probably outsourcing. He's probably outsourcing it to Bangladesh. It's probably some guy in
paying
Mumbai.
9 cents a fucking hour.
9 cents an hour, and those jobs will just get replaced. Those are the things that will get replaced with AI.
Yeah.
Right? Why have a whole room of Indian people or whatever? Any telemarketing room? Why have all telemarketing when you can just have AI?
Any of those outsourced like marketing room like businesses where you need like
not even outsourced. Fucking
it is outsourced.
Well, I'm just talking not even outsourced. Just Geico call centers in Ohio. Like you call Geico, like those will just be gone.
Yeah.
Those are going to be gone.
Yeah,
that's what AI is going to take.
Yeah, then you never talk to a real person again. You know how annoying it is to try and go through an automated system.
It's incredibly annoying.
Oh my god,
it's incredibly annoying.
Oh my god.
It's so annoying.
Infuriating.
I hate it.
I'm just like hitting 0 over and over and over again. They're like, that's nice that you want to talk to a real person, but
no,
give us a little more detail so we can get you to the right place. I'm like, just transfer me. It's the worst.
I hate it.
Infuriating. I hate it so much.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I totally hate it.
So you're going to be part of the problem.
But it's just where it's going. I'm going to be part of the problem, I guess. I don't know. But so that's my fake business.
I want to talk to a real person while I'm pissed off so that they can understand how angry I am and not some automated piece of shit that says, sorry, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I want them to know how pissed off I am. I want this person.
I want you to feel my anger.
Feel my anger. This person's probably got their own bullshit to deal with.
Yeah, but you could deal with mine. That
was like the best during COVID. And I'm like, and you would call people and they were just working from home and you could hear like fucking Disney Channel in the background. I'd be like, you got your kids right now. I'm like, I'm not even going to give you shit. I'm like, go take care. Fucking play with your kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my fake business idea. But I don't think
I honestly don't think it's fake business.
I think if I was like suaver and like Persian, I could probably fake business the shit out of that and like pitch it in Miami and raise a bunch of money. And
I don't think it's fake business. I just think
it's a good idea
because you're not.
Someone's got to be doing it.
You're saying because you're not capable of actually creating it. But like in startup, the idea guy very rarely.
My coffee. I'm just keep talking.
Yeah. The idea guy very rarely is the guy that's writing the code and creating everything. He's the one that's the charismatic one that's convincing everybody to do the work for him on behalf of the startup.
Genius?
Yes,
I can
on behalf.
see myself.
No, you're not a genius. You just have the idea. You have to be charismatic enough to convince geniuses to do the work for your idea.
How could I convince? Well, we know a genius.
It's like the
we know a genius.
Billy McFarlane on the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
He was not smart. He was just very good at convincing people to do shit.
Because that was a good idea too. What a great concept.
Coming back. They're doing it again.
And now it'll probably be fine.
It'll probably be real this time.
Because it'll get real money.
It'll probably be real this time.
It'll be an incredible event. It'll probably be an incredible concert.
I'm sure it will be.
Because the essence of the original Fire Fest was incredible.
The idea around it
was amazing.
The idea was Pablo Escobar's
amazing
island.
Cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to talk to our actual genius
I'll help
friend.
you make the marketing deck. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we should actually pitch that.
That's a great idea. I think we're pitching it right now. Hit us up.
Any software developers out there?
Yeah.
This will be our proof that we came up with it first.
Yeah, don't worry. We're trademarked now, so you can't steal our ideas off of here.
Yeah, so this will be the proof that we actually created the idea first. So actually, I hope somebody
time-stamped.
Yeah, hope somebody actually just does it, and then we could sue them.
Right.
For a massive amount of money.
Stealing our IP.
For suing for I actually hope someone takes this idea and we're just going to sue the shit out of you.
We better hurry up and drop this episode.
I know. We're dropping. Yeah, someone just do it so we could sue you and get like 50 million out of it.
Yeah, that's all. We're not asking too much.
I mean, I'm really wanting to do it because how much fun would that be to go to like porn conventions and set up a booth and just pitch fucking dumb OnlyFans girls?
You just honestly
just
that's bifurcating it too much. All you would have to do is have it as an additional service attached to OnlyFans that they can pay an extra price to, and OnlyFans kicks to us.
So OnlyFans just pays us $200 million for the idea and the software. Oh, god damn, that's a good idea. Yes.
You want to be partners?
50-50.
50-50.
Make it happen 50-50.
Let's go.
50-50.
You see it.
I'm not greedy. 50-50. Yeah.
So you don't need. So if they're streaming on.
So instead of OnlyFans, they take out 5%. Yeah. OnlyFans is going to take out 12% now.
Or whatever, or 6%. Just double. Throw that 1% to us, whatever the fuck, or 2%, whatever it is.
Yeah, what's the deal? Do we just want the payout, or do we want? Do we want? I think I want a little bit of both. I want the back end. I want the fucking. I want the fat check, and I want some back end. I want them residuals. I think I want 2% on them hoes for life.
For life,
2% on every single.
You're not paying a one-time fee.
Just 1%.
It's an additional to the service that they're already providing. So it's an add-on. So for an extra, call it the OnlyFans Platinum content creator. They get this service.
And it's only available for top tier OnlyFans girls, top 5% or better.
I would say it would probably be available for everybody, but not everybody would pay for it. You know what I mean?
It should be available to everybody because with that availability, you would be able to create much more profitable OnlyFans.
But there's going to be an exclusivity to it. Because most people aren't going to be able to justify paying for that. I mean, listen, there's plenty of people on OnlyFans that don't make money.
You're not paying anything unless you're creating the content.
But you have to subscribe to that platinum level as the content creator. So there's going to be tiers of OnlyFans content creators, and let's say there's gold and platinum.
I guess it's really just for OnlyFans to figure out how they're going to do it.
Yeah, it's not our concern. They just need to pay us.
They just need to figure out how much money they're going to pay us. They can set the software on fire after the check clears.
No, I want
a little piece.
Imagine. I
think 150 million up front, and then like 2%, and we just make a point each off of those hoes for life of OnlyFans forever.
Yeah.
Will OnlyFans ever sell? You think?
I don't know if they sell. Maybe they go public at some point.
How much money does OnlyFans generate a month? Is it 1% of all the net revenue, or is it 1%?
I don't know
what
the
they're
pay
making?
structure is on that. I don't know.
It's 1%. It's like 6% they take.
They take 6%.
They take 6%. A little under. I think it's like 5.75%, something like that. But that's all they take. They don't take anything else. Yeah. Yeah, make that happen.
In 2022, they made $1
billion.
billion.
Yeah, so I would take 1% of $1 billion forever.
Yeah, dude.
What would we
Sign me up.
What would we do with all that money, though? Because like you don't need that much money.
Says who?
You don't.
I don't believe you.
You don't, dude. It's got to get to a point where it's like, what more do you need? Andrew Tate said that one time. He goes, after $20 million, he goes, you don't need more money. He goes, you buy a bunch of cars. He goes, hey, I have a bunch of cars. I drive 4 of them. He goes, how many diamond watches can I buy? You stay at the best hotels, eat at the best restaurants. Like, he's like, after 20 million, like, what do you need? Like, what are you going to buy? Like, I don't know. Like, I can't think of
20 million is not enough to have a yacht.
Fuck, want a yacht? I'd rather a nice sports fisherman boat.
Okay, sport fish. You need a crew for that too. It's very expensive.
My fucking brother drive a sport. I'll have him drive it.
It's not realistic.
No, I'd get the biggest boat that me and my brothers could take
Could
out
handle on your own
and go.
So
yeah.
that would be like, in the 40s, right?
The Adios, that boat that we took out when we went fishing in Montauk. That boat.
Yeah, it was like a 40-something foot boat.
Buy a brand new version of that.
Right.
Like a $700,000 version of that.
Well, it's probably $1 million
$1
and a half.
boat, brand new,
Yeah,
sick
brand new.
boat. Something my brother could
Viking.
drive. Yeah, something. Yeah, buy a Viking,
Tits.
like a
Yeah.
40-foot Viking.
Yeah,
something my brother could drive.
Yeah.
What am I doing, fucking yacht, bro? We're doing a yacht. I can't leave. I got all these kids. I can't leave. Can't even leave Long Island, dude. like I can't even leave Long Island. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I could have bought an Escalade. The minivan's nicer. Like, I would just pay the minivan off. I'd keep driving the minivan.
It's more useful.
OnlyFans pays me $100 million for my idea. I'm still driving a minivan.
Well, we talked about that last week. Be unassuming.
Unassuming.
Oh, something else we talked about last week that we have to preface that this podcast is mostly satire. It's mostly two stupid people's opinions.
I'm one of the smartest people I know.
Because Grant Cardone has put out a statement that anybody and everybody that talks about him will be getting sued.
Go for it.
So
I have a cease and desist letter from fucking Tesla. I'll add that to my wall. Fuck you, Grant Cardone.
Yeah. So that's what he announced this week, that any podcast, anybody that puts anything out, he will be suing them. I go, so our estimation last week that he's doing poorly financially, our assessment's true. It's right. If he's going to sue everybody that talks about him, he is broke.
He's doing fake business. Grant Cardone's doing fake business.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. And I bet you he probably found out that all these micro investors that he was taking on, there is some regulation due to the SEC and FINRA that prevents him from being able to take on as many as he thought he would be able to.
Are you really calling that Grant Cardone's going to have to go to court for what he's doing? Like you're talking about this like it's going to happen. Or are you just assuming?
I mean, it's either he gives back all the micro investors their money, or
is that where
or he legally registers as a fund, which I don't think he's going to do because it opens his books up to scrutiny by the SEC and FINRA. He has to be audited, regulated. It's a separate business. It's just a phone sale. Nah.
No?
That guy's not going to want to show his finances.
Why not?
Because he's not going
to. Well.
The same reason he wouldn't tell the CEO of T-Mobile that he was a billionaire. Fake business.
Fake business. That guy does fake business right, though. He does it right. He does it right. So funny. So CoffeeZilla, which is that YouTube channel, shout out to CoffeeZilla, they're awesome. They expose all the scams, like the NFT scams. They're always the first ones. They exposed Grant Cardone, literally when he started, before he was the real estate guru. He was basically pitching the same program as Dave Ramsey, keeping money in the bank and fucking 401k, and now don't keep any money in the bank, buy real estate. They showed his videos, the evolution of his videos. He's literally just a content creator. That's it. Guy's a fucking scam. Yeah, but he had a real business. It was telemarketing. Because Dave Ramsey's not a telemarketer. He's just like a financial guru.
Dave Ramsey is like the worst.
I know who Dave
he's not
Ramsey
a financial guru. He has no financial background.
He just gives
he's not a financial advisor. He gives advice.
He gives like antiquated, like he gives
terrible advice.
He gives financial advice for like people in the 1930s. Like if this was 1935, Dave Ramsey gives the best financial advice.
Yeah,
ever.
but like he's not equipped to do so. He doesn't have a financial background.
No, but
he's not a financial planner. He's not a financial advisor.
You know what? Though?
Literally, his financial advice is based on his own personal experience, which does not fit for everybody.
Yeah, but you know what though? He's not wrong.
He is wrong with a lot of his stuff.
But the core of Dave Ramsey's like message, he's not wrong. Like minimizing debt, not living within your means, and having no debt, and you know, I don't think it makes sense for like a lot of people. But yeah, the debt snowball, his whole thing about like paying.
No, that
paying
part.
Debt
Yeah,
off.
that.
No, it's real.
There's components of his message that are right.
Yeah,
but I would say the overall things that the advice that he gives, he's not equipped to do so.
All right.
So
what don't you agree with, James Ramsey? What's one of his things you don't agree with the most?
A lot. There's so much. There's so much.
Like
I hear all these little people regurgitating his message of like 401ks, Roth IRAs versus how much to keep in savings, like just things like that. That I'm just like his overall message of. I'm just like, nah, not for me.
Yeah, it pushes like the general, like the big business, like go to school, get a corporate job, like message of savings. Not really like 401ks aren't great.
No,
they're not.
The return's
pretty shit.
Yeah,
and you just dump money into it over the course of like your life. And
and then you also have to expect to have an employer that is matching to be able to create the kind of returns that you need, because you're not contributing enough to gain the gains that people were gaining 30 years ago. You know, listen, you're with where inflation is right now, like a Roth IRA. They're like, oh, just max out your Roth IRA every year, and then when you're at retirement age, you'll have $1 million. The way that inflation works right now, the way the market is reacting, it's not true. Like you won't have $1 million at.
Well, the bigger problem is that like $1 million at 65, like if you're 30,
if inflation keeps going where it is, it's not worth shit.
Yeah, if you're 30 now and then it's at 65, you have $1 million in your savings account. Like, you still have to have a job.
Yeah,
like you're not
retiring.
Like I hope you don't plan on living into your 80s.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, is your house paid off? Like, there's a lot of different.
Hopefully, at that time, politicians aren't still 85 years old and.
Listen, bro, we're going to get so fucking rich from that idea that we had with OnlyFans that, like, I don't care. I'm
going to live in Puerto Rico. I'm
going to be laughing at the peasants. I'm bringing my whole family. I'm telling both of my ex-wives, they're both in relations. So I say, leave them both. I'm going to buy you both houses.
In Puerto Rico.
And we're all moving to fucking Fajardo or wherever.
Dorado.
We're going to move to Dorado. We're going to be neighbors with Peter Schiff. And we're just going to live
Alec Monopoly.
Yeah, we're just going to live in Puerto Rico, leave your husbands. I'll buy you both houses. I'm bringing the whole fucking family. I have a whole tribe.
We pay 4% income tax. No federal tax. No.
Love it. Yeah. Stay down there during the winter.
6 months in a day.
Come back, buy a house.
6 months in a day.
We'll buy a fat house in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
We go to fucking winter times in Puerto Rico and then summers in the Hamptons. Not even leave East Hampton.
I'm in.
Not even leave East Hampton.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah. To sign it yet?
Not even leave the house. Not even leave the house for like 5 months.
Yeah. OnlyFans, come talk to us.
Yeah, it's a great idea. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll call Jason on my way back tomorrow.
Yeah. Get the wheels turning.
Jason, it's got a good idea for you. You want to be a billionaire? Oh yeah. Boy, yeah.
I learned some interesting things.
What
over the last week?
Such as?
Did you know in North Korea suicide is illegal?
What do they do if you kill yourself? They give you a fine?
I don't know.
They fine
kill your whole family.
They just
if you commit suicide, they murder your whole family.
What a whacked out place North Korea is.
It's illegal to suicide yourself in North Korea. You
ever wonder if like it's all just like Western propaganda.
No.
And that North Korea is actually like this incredible.
Well, the only person
it's just like not that bad.
The only person that I have heard that has like firsthand experience of what North Korea is like is
Rodman. Dennis Rodman.
that woman that did Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah,
that
but you don't fucking know.
That escaped North Korea.
She could be a goddamn liar.
She's not a liar.
She could be a spy.
She's not.
She could be a propagandist. You don't know that.
I don't think so.
I mean, Dennis Rodman used to go over there all the time.
Trump had a very good relationship with Kim Jong-un.
No. Like Dennis Rodman, like used to go and like chill with Kim.
He didn't go all the time. He went like a couple of times.
He went more than any other.
I
American.
saw the documentary. He went a couple of times.
He used to go, bro. And
Yeah,
like chill
twice
out.
is more than any American.
It's a lot. Did he ever say anything bad about North Korea?
He didn't see shit.
No,
Did you see what? Did you think he saw any of those Volvos that are still driving around in North Korea? Those unpaid for Volvos?
They had a spy from Sweden. Oh, there's a movie idea. Swedish spy develops relationship with Dennis Rodman to steal back all the Volvos from North Korea. All the Swedish Volvos.
Volvo has an invasion of North Korea, but it's really just like cargo ships with like tow trucks to tow all the unpaid for Volvos.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's the spy? Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig steals back. Daniel Craig or Henry Cavill, the guy who played Superman, one of those two. They steal back the Volvo.
I was gonna go with like a Skarsgård or something.
Yeah, it was the guy from the guy. Oh my god, he was the Swedish vampire from True Blood. That guy, the blonde.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's a Skarsgård.
Yeah. Have him. He'd have to be the Swedish spy.
Yeah. I learned that. That's North Korea. That would be great. Actually, that'd be a great movie. Who wouldn't watch that?
I think it'd be
just like 40 cargo ships pull up with fucking tow trucks and just fucking an overnight fucking operation to lift all the, because you know all those Volvos aren't like spread throughout North Korea. They're in like
they're probably just like in one city.
area of that like the dick. Kim Jong-un like allows people to have Volvos.
They just white Sweden just like they say
every year they have
it. I had enough.
But every year they had to turn them back in, and then there would be a lottery to like get a Volvo for the year.
Really?
I imagine
that'd be funny.
Like, all right, you got to turn in your Volvos by December 15th. On January 1st, we'll have the drawing to see who can have one for a year.
I bet North Korea just has a warehouse full of brand new Volvos from whenever they stole them.
I mean, they came with like parts and like manufacturing parts to like create like warehouses to like be able to like build them and fix them.
Korea's still just banging out Volvos. They're still making
those
like
same 1960s
1963 Volvo.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. I
like that movie idea. I like it.
Yeah, that is good. That could be like a good low budget Netflix film. They just pay like Brad Pitt $8 million. They filmed the whole thing in fucking Canada.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they don't know. It looks like Sweden. There's parts of Canada. It looks like Sweden. We'll go to Vancouver.
I love that. That's your like.
That's my
movie. Your like movie producer voice.
Come here, sweetheart.
That's your Weinstein voice.
Yeah, come here, sweetheart. You got the look, but we gotta do something with those teeth.
I got a new favorite TikTok page.
What?
It's called Get to the Point, Bro.
Yeah.
Literally, it's this like Russian guy. You know all those videos that are like these like fucking stories that are like 5 minutes long, and you're like they're really like anticlimactic. Like you're just like, ugh, why did I watch that for 3 minutes?
Like the clickbait ones.
Yeah.
They try to get you going.
This guy watches those videos and then makes like a 10-second. He shows like the first 5 seconds, like, come with me to see how I got my new job, and then it splits to him, and he's like, she applied for a job, went for 6 interviews, and got the job. And it said time saved 2 minutes and 38 seconds. And he does it for like all these videos. It's awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah. So then he does it for himself too. So like he got like put in like TikTok jail. And then when he got out, he had a long video of like him explaining. And then like all the comments like, get to the point, bro. And then his next video is like, I got put in TikTok jail. I got out. Like, it's a good page. Get to the point, bro.
Get to the point, bro.
Yeah, it's a good page. I like that one.
I like it. I'll check it out next time I go on my phone.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. What else did I see on the internet? I saw Babe Ruth catching a baseball from an airplane that dropped it.
Really?
So he's standing at like a airport, and the airplane takes off like this, and then drops the ball, and he catches it.
Oh, it's like a thing.
Yeah.
Not like in a game, just a bulk.
No, yeah.
It was like a promotion for like a cereal company.
You're like,
back
oh
in
my
the day.
God, that's amazing. He caught
Like,
a ball
wow.
from like 50 feet in the air. Like,
In local news today, Bayport at the airport caught a baseball from a falling plane.
yeah. And then with the theme of that, I saw a video from like 1940 or something of like people like ascending and coming down like scaffolding, like a high-rise building with like
crazy.
no fucking anything. They're literally like fucking like monkeys, like sprinting up and down the things.
Those people were crazy, bro.
Yo, what do you think the mortality rate in that job is?
I think during like the big boom of construction in the city, like a person a day would die building those things.
For sure.
Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 people a day.
You got 9. Like that famous picture.
People didn't. People did it for years, dude. The steel union. Those guys do that shit for years.
That famous picture with like 10 people like sitting on like eating their lunch.
Yeah,
and it's like after lunch was over, like everyone had to get up, and they're like, "How do you get up?"
How do you get? I don't know.
Someone's like, fuck.
Sketchy, dude.
Super sketchy.
Native Americans did a lot of that too. They called them like the windwalkers or something like that. They had like certain Native Americans. They would go and do that because it would be the only jobs they would hire them for. They're like, put the red men on those fucking beams.
They're trying to get approved to have their own nation in the Olympics for lacrosse.
Yeah.
U.S. just backed them. I think they should.
Well, what nation though? Like which particular?
It's like the 6 nation.
I mean,
I forget what it's 7. I think it's the 7 nation. I forget what what it's called.
Yeah.
But they already compete in like worlds.
They do.
Yeah. It's a bunch of kids. Honestly, it's a bunch of kids from Syracuse, from the Onondaga Reservation. Like most of them are from there.
Yeah, I was about to wonder. Like I know. Like where are the biggest? Like the best?
Right there.
Yeah. Are they good?
They're the best players in the world.
Are the
Thompson brothers and their cousin are absolutely filthy.
And they're like Native American.
Yeah. They play in. I don't think that. Here's the thing. I don't think that they're deep enough to win because, like, you know, they have like some of the best players in the world.
That sounds stupid. But has lacrosse been in the Olympics?
It's back this year.
It's back this year.
Yeah, this upcoming Olympics.
Yeah, but you'd have to imagine America's just going to dominate. Like who?
Canada's very good.
Are they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got my cousin plays lacrosse in Florida.
Canada's very
One
good.
of his friends is
Canada's
from Canada.
just getting better and better.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So whatever it is, though, but like Canada and America, like who's really better at lacrosse in the world? I mean, some of the best like lacrosse players in the world are from fucking Long Island. Like legitimately
Maryland,
Long Island. Like,
but now it's like moving. There's good lacrosse everywhere now in the United States. Like,
yeah, but it's like an Eastern.
There was like a big.
It's an East Coast thing.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but like it's still big. Like
it's still big, but it's not like it was when we were growing up. There was 2 hotbeds. It was Maryland and Long Island.
Yeah.
And those are the best lacrosse players in the world by far. You could be like myself, not even a top 200 Long Island lacrosse player, and then go play somewhere and be one of the better players on their team. It's just that's what it was. It's not like that anymore.
No.
Like when Coach Tierney left Princeton and went to Denver, and that team went D1, and everybody's like, "What?" And 2 years later, they're winning a national championship. Like kids are coming from California, from Canada. Like they're coming from all over now. Like lacrosse is getting much more popular. So like, which is good to see. Like,
yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, now there's much more like high level lacrosse being played, and there's people actually getting paid to play lacrosse. Whereas like you had school teachers that were playing professional lacrosse like during the summer. You know, now it's a professional sport. So like professionals are doing it for their job.
And that's like unfortunate that lacrosse never really got like hyped on a pro level like that, because why not? It's a cool fucking sport.
I mean, they tried it a few times.
I know, like,
and then there was like a separation because you had like
league,
the National League lacrosse and the Major League lacrosse, but like the difference was National League lacrosse was indoor, which is a box. It was called box. It's a different game. Like the goalies wear like
it's like
hockey goalie pads.
It's like XFL versus NFL.
Nah, it's just a different game. It's like, so if you looked at like outdoor lacrosse, you would say, okay, lacrosse is like soccer and
field hockey.
Yeah, sure, mixed together. If you look at indoor lacrosse, it looks like hockey.
Okay.
So the goalies wear like goalie hockey pads.
Okay.
The ball, like it's a smaller. It's like it's literally set up like a hockey rink. Like
okay.
And like
so it's a smaller field.
Yes.
So it's like XFL pretty much. It's half the size of the field.
I think XFL now is the same size.
Is it? What was the one that was like it was like a
arena football.
Arena football.
Yeah,
so it's like an arena football version. Okay.
Correct.
Cool.
But like, yeah, that sport was like a ton of fun to play. But most of the kids in Canada, that's how they grew up playing.
It's like a faster paced game. It sounds like.
Yeah. And that ball off that surface was like
it's fast.
Off the hop was like 120 miles per hour.
Yeah, because it's all turf.
Yeah. That's why they wear all that padding. That ball's fucking flying.
Interesting. All right.
So it's getting a lot more popular.
So the natives they got dirty lacrosse players. That's good.
Yeah,
and that's pretty cool.
Honestly, like that's primarily the reservation. It's literally upstate New York. That's the reservation where they're all coming from.
So it's like
they just like all those kids play at Albany, Syracuse.
Yeah, but it'll be like a tribal nation. Like it will open up to multi tribes, pretty much like all the ones that are still like prevalent.
So they call it like the 7 tribe nation or something like that.
Okay.
I forget what the name is, but like that's what they call it, and they would want to like put the best.
That's fucking badass.
Native American players together.
I'd probably cop that jersey. I'm not a jersey guy, but I bet that's a cool jersey.
Yeah,
a Native Olympic jersey.
Yeah. I mean, the one that they have in Worlds is pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So America would be taking some golds in lacrosse, I'd hope.
Yeah, I mean they added flag football to the Olympics.
It's okay.
If they let NFL players play in that,
disgusting.
Just why even show up?
Could you imagine?
Why even show up?
Could you
remember
imagine?
the video game NFL Blitz?
Yeah.
I mean, that's essentially what it would be.
Could you imagine? Like just give it.
They're doing it. I think they are going to let NFL players play in it.
That would just be wild. That'd be so wild.
How could how? And we're the only ones that play it. How could anybody?
It would be a proper. It would be a proper like feel like an actual like full.
I don't know what the size that is, but it's flag football, so like it's probably smaller.
I think it's like smaller because I saw flag.
Yeah. They play it now for the Pro Bowl.
I was just gonna say I saw that at a bar the other week. They had the Pro Bowl. They had like women's flag football. I'm like, where do they get these lesbians from?
Well, they have youth programs now.
These weren't kids. These weren't kids. These were like adult women like playing flag football. Like, where are these women coming? Like, where are these women coming? They're playing flag football at the Pro Bowl. Like, who are they? Who are they? They don't play.
I have a friend. She played in the lingerie football league.
Yeah, I know the lingerie
Remember
football.
that?
Yeah, they still do. Don't they still do that?
I don't know if they still do it, but she played in it, and she was hilarious. She was very funny. Shout out to her.
So that's those girls, but like, who are the girls playing flag football at the Pro Bowl?
The girls that played in those are young girls.
No, dude, they're not. They were like women. They weren't teenagers.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I don't know then. I have no idea. Or is it a celebrity thing?
No. They're just like chicks.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I tend to not
it was just on the TV. I was out having something to eat at the bar.
God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that'd be cool though. Yeah, America takes some gold. Take some golds for lacrosse. Now, who do they get those kids? Are they just all college kids? Because like there's no.
So that's what they're trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out if they're going to let pros in or if it's going to be just college kids. Either way,
you got
the talent pool for lacrosse is stockpiled in favor of the USA. Like it just is.
That's what I'm saying. Like the USA is going to be sick, but most of the dirtiest like lacrosse players at college, they just go and get good like jobs with like, oh, I played lacrosse at Duke. I'm going to go work for this company. And they go make $250,000 a year.
They're getting kids that are still playing. They're not getting like, I haven't played lacrosse in 2 years. I'm playing in the Olympics. No.
Oh, so it's going to be like you have to actively be playing.
Yeah, they're going to be people that play.
So it's going to be like college kids, pretty much.
Should I answer this?
No.
You sure?
No. What do you want to talk to him about?
Get him his 30 seconds on the pod.
Answer it.
Yo, you're on the pod right now.
You guys are recording an episode today?
Yeah, we're recording right now. Bando!
Tell me, I would have made it.
We're upstate.
You would have come upstate, Bando?
Okay, and?
Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh, you suck.
I'll call you after.
Text me the title of episode 19.
Okay, I will. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. You would have come upstate my ass.
Yeah, right. He doesn't even have a car. How's he going to get up here?
I know. What have you done? It's probably actually the same distance from him.
From Jersey? Actually, it might be shorter.
It might be. I came the Jersey
route. It's like
route.
30 minutes outside of New York City.
I came the Jersey route to get up here today.
Did you?
I took the GW over to the Bronx. I hate that route.
Oh, Bando.
Oh, Bandalorian. Sorry, Bando. Seat's taken.
He'll make his triumphant return at some point.
He will make his triumphant return. I'm fucking hungry. Are you hungry right now?
Yeah, but we don't have enough time.
We're at 49 minutes.
No, it's not enough time.
You want to keep talking for a couple more minutes? What do you want to talk about, man? I did have something funny.
I saw the ultimate zombie mobile.
Yeah.
It's a Sherman tank, but it has this pole at the end of it, and on the pole is all this like fuck. On the pole is all this chains.
Okay.
And it spins.
Oh yeah.
It's called a Sherman crab.
No, it's for clearing mines.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called a Sherman crab.
Yeah.
Bro.
Just
Zombie apocalypse. That's
just
all you need, bro. You wouldn't even have to use that cannon ever.
Liquefy zombies.
The Sherman crab.
Gross, dude. That would just make such a mess.
I watched. I went to a rabbit hole watching videos of that thing, like blowing up mines and shit.
It's crazy.
That shit is crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That thing's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sick. I think it was sick.
I knew the
Sherman crab.
I knew this girl. She worked for me at this restaurant I managed, and her boyfriend, he's a cool dude. He had a Unimog. You know what a Unimog?
Yes, those are dope. I've always liked those.
Cool. And you can buy, I think he bought his for like $8,000, dude.
Yeah, now they're it's just like everything else. They're popular.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years ago, people were all buying the diesel G-Wagons from Europe, from Poland and Germany and shit. You can get them for like 10, 15 grand.
Yeah.
Now they're all like 50, 60, 70 grand. And like the restored ones are 150 grand. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But like the Unimog ones, like you used to be able to get them for cheap, and now they're super expensive.
They're super expensive.
But they're sick.
They're sick. Because he was big into fishing. I would see him out. I'd be like, I would just come down on the beach, driving on the beach, that thing. I'm like, that's so sick. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Is it 4-wheel?
Thing had like nine tires on it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. They're like multiple tires, right?
Yeah, you could take that thing anywhere.
Yeah, but never. It might float in the water.
It probably might float. I think you could put like grain alcohol in it, and it would go. It would operate. Like the thing was indestructible.
That's interesting. You said that. I read something that prohibition had nothing to do with stopping people from drinking alcohol. It was all for making them regulate buying fuel because everybody was using the ethanol to run their cars and not buying fuel. So that's what prohibition was really about. That's crazy? Actually, that makes a lot more sense.
Wait, hold on. Explain it. People were buying alcohol.
So the reason that the prohibition happened was to stop people from making their own.
Oh, because they were making their own spirits fuel and using the ethanol
to run their cars.
Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fucking genius.
Yeah. So they made it as, we don't want people drinking. And they're like, you think rich people stop drinking during Prohibition? No.
Fucking big business was booming.
Shit. No, but what they did was that's where they set up the fucking regulation on fuel so that everybody had to buy fucking fuel from gas stations and shit rather than making it themselves and fucking running their own cars.
Because you were allowed to distill. It was like part of like George Washington like set it up. Like you're allowed to distill and make beer as like that's a right you have as a human because it was just like back in the day. You would just get sick from the water. Yeah. So you needed to know how to distill and make beer, right? Yeah, we used to distill around the back deck. Remember that?
I mean, that's how clam rake really started.
Yeah. You get all that ethanol, the runs. So what do you do with it? Fucking put it in your car.
Put it in your car.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That can't be though, because it's not like that many people were distilling spirits.
I think prior to Prohibition, they probably were more than you think.
I don't know, dude, because you don't get like that much ethanol out of like
I think you could put
like a run
moonshine right. They were back then. You could put moonshine right into the engine and it would run.
Yeah, I guess depending on how you proof it and stuff.
I mean, I saw it in movies, but I wasn't there, obviously.
I mean, it's still like a lot to do. Like,
but that sounds a lot more reasonable, though.
But
doesn't
I don't know because think about how many people though at that time, like the Industrial Revolution, right? People are living in the cities. More people are living in cities than they are like on the outskirts. So the amount of people like drinking, it's very hard to.
But how much do you think a bottle of moonshine was versus paying for fuel at that point?
I don't know. I mean, it was on a silver standard.
I think maybe it's tinfoil hat time. It sounds like
I'm going to say a bottle of alcohol was probably like just based off of the silver standard. It was probably $1. I'm going to say a bottle of alcohol was probably $1 back in. But
how much was fuel back then?
I have no idea.
Probably cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know in the 20s versus the 60s. In the 60s, a gallon of fuel was like 25 cents, which is silver standard is equivalent to
that's cheaper than a bottle of liquor. Yes.
Yeah, but it's all based off the silver standard.
All right. Maybe the internet got me again.
But not that many people drive then either because cars are so expensive. Not everybody had cars.
It seems to me
not a lot of people had cars back then.
During Prohibition?
No, I mean people had cars, but people like lived in the cities, man. Like
people had cars. More people. Yeah, cars were like booming during that time.
Yeah, not like they are now though. Not like people have cars now.
You have to have a car now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't have to have a car.
It seems like a more.
I think that might have been a bullshit internet story because I don't think there was if you just think of like the cities, the introduction of the city, and you just had thousands and thousands of people in a city, like those people weren't all just like distilling spirits in their fucking like they didn't have cars. Those people.
You think that sounds less logical than what? People drinking too much and then wanting the
temperance movement. I think the temperance movement makes sense because people have been stupid fucking conservatives since forever, and the conservative movement was even more fucking hardcore in the 20s.
But even those people that passed that were still having parties with spirits in their homes.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing. The people who passed fucking mask mandates and vaccine mandates in this country.
Maybe the internet got me again.
Their grandkids weren't getting vaccinated and they weren't wearing fucking masks in restaurants when the rest of us peasants were. So it's the same difference. It's the same difference.
Maybe the internet got me again.
I think the internet got you again. Same difference. Because things aren't any different now than they were in the 20s. It's just more amplified now. Like there was still a group of people. To me,
it seemed like a way more logical story than.
It wasn't like transgender people they were freaking out then. It was like jazz clubs. No, it was. It was like, and then the jazz clubs are moving further downtown.
Jazz clubs were the speakeasies, I thought, though. That's after Prohibition.
But it's the big move. You
think that was before Prohibition?
It's the same thing. The people who are freaking out about all the conservative Bible thumpers who are freaking out about transgender and the gay in the schools, those guys are probably paying to suck off dudes in the off season. So like, you know what? Everybody's got it doesn't matter. You got to push what you got to push, right? You got to push what you got to push, and you do whatever you're going to do, but you got to make sure the laws are in place for the peasants, and then you go party. I just watched The Great Gatsby this weekend.
So which one?
The new one with Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, not new, but
I like that movie.
It's a good one. I watched it. It was on, and I was like, let me watch this. What a good movie. That guy did tons of fake business. Jay Gatsby, tons of
back then. It was the easiest way to do it, right?
How cool would that have been, though, to like all that like New York Roaring 20s opulence, because like that was Long Island. That's what I want. That's like the Gold Coast. That's where that movie took place.
Yeah.
Like those nice Nassau North Shore towns. Like that must have just been so cool. You ever been to the Vanderbilt Estate in Long Island? They have a museum there now, and you can go there.
No.
You can go visit there. It's free. They have a planetarium.
That's what I want.
It's that so party.
Cool. That party in that movie. That's what I want my 40th birthday to look like.
Well, we got to get that.
I want to be.
I want to be. You want to be get Jay Gatsby?
Yeah, of course.
Well, 40's coming soon, so we got to get that software made and sold to OnlyFans.
Not coming that soon. I got time.
Okay. Not really, buddy.
A year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
April? Is that even a full year? Oh yeah, a year and change. Oh yeah, year and change. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're going to be 39 this April. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, it's creeping, dude.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I look 40.
I don't either.
I don't know what 40. I don't know what 40 looks like. I was talking about this the other day. I
don't know. I feel like I look younger than my parents did when they were 40.
Well, like my dad's aunt died like a few months ago. I was at the funeral, and they got all the pictures and everything through the years. I was talking to my cousin, and we're both like, "Yo, Aunt Connie has looked 60 for the past 40 years." Because I'm like, it's just how people look different. Like we're looking like these pictures here and this and that. I'm like, yeah, Aunt Connie and Uncle Carmine were probably like 38 in those pictures. They always just kind of looked old. Like people, it's different. The way people dressed. Like, I don't know. Like people look old, I guess.
Yeah.
Age gracefully, you know.
Listen, I don't know. Maybe I have a lot of gray. So like.
You do have a lot of gray.
I do.
But you're blonde though, so I guess that happens.
Sort of.
Yeah. I got the grays coming in. I don't mind it. I'd rather just go all gray than just have a couple like scraggly gray hair.
I just don't want to go all white.
Why not? It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool, says the guy with thick, wavy, dark brown hair.
Yeah. Sick, bro.
Sick fucking hair.
You don't have grays.
I do, in the side. No, they are.
Not like me.
No. They're coming in. It's like when I'm in the mirror in the morning, I'm like, oh, Jesus, they're coming in.
Yeah.
They're coming in. Not like you. But I would rather my head just go like all gray. Then I'm like, oh, I got to get a haircut because these like scrappy fucking 12, 15 gray hairs are sticking out. I'd rather just go gray.
It's fucking stress, bro.
I got the minivan.
I bet you, if we sign that OnlyFans deal, I bet you My hair will go back to its normal hair color.
Fuck, dude. The stress.
The fucking stress.
The stress.
It's okay. I'm in the woods now, and there's no more stress. You're right.
It is nice and quiet up here. I wish I got to live here. It's like talk. You talk about like what are the biggest financial mistakes you ever made in your life? We are literally sitting
in it right now.
We're sitting in mine.
We are live on location.
Live from mine.
Yeah.
It's nice Carrera marble countertops though. You like that?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's fucking Carrera, dude.
Fucking beautiful. We'll do that. Now we'll do the next episode from there.
Make my brother cook us dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can drink some scotch with fancy ice cubes.
I'm not going to drink scotch.
What?
I don't like scotch.
I didn't either until I started drinking it when it's really cold.
I guess if I like reapproach scotch.
Yeah, it has to be super cold. I have the big round ice cubes. Throw it with that.
Like I'll do scotch sometimes. Like it's got to be the right setting, a cigar maybe, but like I'll drink it, but I'm not. It's too peat. What kind of scotch you have?
I don't know. Something that's aged.
Some scotches have like too much peat to it, like Lafroig. You ever have Lafroig? I think
No,
that's how you,
I've never had it, but
I think that's how you pronounce it.
I know how you're describing it.
Maybe somebody will be like, you don't pronounce Lafroig like that. I'm like, well, I don't fucking know.
It's like Fernet versus Fernet, right?
It's not Fernet?
No.
It's probably not.
It's Fernet.
Well, it's like Ibiza versus Ibiza. Ibiza.
Yeah. But you sound like an asshole when you say Ibiza.
No, we're going to be so rich from this idea, we're going to pronounce it Ibiza.
I'm going to pronounce it however I want.
Like, I want to go to Ibiza, be like, what's Ibiza? I've never heard of that. Like, oh, you mean Ibiza?
Yeah.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
If you pronounce it that way, you can't come with us.
I summer in Ibiza. I summer in Ibiza. It's hard. We go from the Hamptons to Ibiza.
Yeah. Just for the party month.
Fuel for the jet cost a fortune.
Yeah. They showed that
I had to fly first class. We couldn't do private. I had to cut
Did you see that graphic of all the private jets leaving Vegas after the Super Bowl?
This is so many.
It was like 600.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That must have been cool. Super Bowl in
Vegas.
Yeah. If you're in that kind of, if you're into like
sports,
a satanic cabal ceremony like the Super Bowl.
I don't even know what that means.
Super Bowl's rigged.
I think it feels like sports in general.
I saw this thing on Instagram where it was like how it was like the NFL is not a sports company; they are an entertainment company.
They are illegal. That's how they are filed.
Yeah,
they're a legal entertainment
company. They're a legal entertainment
which
company,
which means that
they can
decide outcomes like wrestling.
It's no different than wrestling, just not as.
I mean, it's a little different. Every hit in the NFL is like a car wreck. Like
no, listen. Okay,
you think those guys would be putting themselves on the line like that
let me pick you up and body slam you onto the floor.
Let me hold you down, but not really.
Arguably, pro wrestling is probably more detrimental to the body than being a professional football player. Guaranteed. Those guys, pro wrestlers,
you have to walk that back immediately. It's not true. It's not true, even close. No way, dude. Those guys do more damage to their body partying outside the ring than they do inside the ring. There's guys that are never the same again on a football field. You're wrong. It's okay. You're wrong.
There's no way.
It's 100% true.
Over the lifetime of a career, dude, you're talking about wrestlers. They stay in this forever.
There's only not every wrestler's in it forever.
A lot of them do.
Only the popular ones stay there forever because nobody wants to see the unpopular ones.
Are much longer. Once you're in the
they wrestle like 300 out of 365 days.
Yeah,
right.
Like day
but
after
wrestling
day after day. No way, dude.
Wrestling's not real.
Way more impact.
It's not real,
dude. You hear those fucking? You ever like listen? You never listen to any of those interviews?
Yeah,
of, like,
the dark
wrestlers?
side of the ring on Vice and all that shit. But you can't tell me
those
that
old guys. Those guys are fucking crippled, dude.
Football is more impactful. Head trauma is worse. Head trauma is 100 times worse.
I guess probably only because people that play football at such an elite level were probably playing football at the Pop Warner level, and they've been getting micro concussions their entire fucking life. That's why it's probably worth.
And then you get to that level. Yeah, but you get to that level in the NFL where every single collision is a car crash.
And it's like you're probably just getting concussion after concussion. Probably getting a concussion, depending on like the position you play.
I mean, the kicker and the punter are the only ones that are and the long snapper. 3 positions that are avoid from getting killed every time they step on the field.
Really crushed. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think wrestling might be more hard on the body.
You're gay.
I guess so.
True.
I guess so.
It's not true.
I think I'd rather go play a game of football than go do a choreographed wrestling match. in a ring and get lifted up and slammed. I would fucking die, dude.
It's give and take in wrestling. They're like, okay, I'm going to pick you up, but you're going to jump with me so that I can pick you up.
Yeah, but you're still.
See how the record stopped because you fucking.
I guess I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Comment. Hopefully this becomes a clip.
Get in the comments.
Yeah, that's a good clip.
Tell us what you think. Is wrestling more taxing on your body or professional football? Professional wrestling or professional football? Let us know in the comments.
I think it's I'm going with professional wrestling, dude. I can't
wait for you to be wrong.
I think if you're a top tier, like you're a star, a wrestling star, you're putting longer time. And think about how many guys. Think about how many guys play in the NFL, and then like you wind up sucking, and then you get cut, and you're not a pro football player after like 2 seasons.
Remember that show, right? Pros vs. Joes?
Yeah.
Did you ever see wrestling in that?
Because it's not a professional sport.
It is professional.
It's not. It's an entertainment company.
Here's what I'm saying to you.
It's there with like the gym. It could probably be morally ranked. It would probably be more ranked with gymnastics than a combat sport.
I would think. Would you rather get power bombed by the Big Show, or would you rather at full speed get absolutely decapitated by Ray Lewis?
Primetime Ray Lewis?
Yes.
Whoo.
I'd rather get power bombed by the Big Show because I know that I'm getting power bombed onto a trampoline, and I know that it's, the move is coming. Like there is a learn like stuntmen that learn how to jump, learn how to fall and stuff. Like roll with the fall and all that. They all learn that stuff. They all go to like wrestling school to learn how to be professional wrestlers. Yeah. And then it's like...
Yeah, they know how to fall down a flight of stairs.
They learn how to put on a show.
Yeah, but you're still falling down a flight of stairs. Right. It's still massive impact on the body,
Ray Lewis is killing you.
Like 1993 Howie Long just annihilates you on the field. Dead.
Yes, 1999 Ray Lewis is just...
death.
Not stabbing you outside of a club. He's tackling you on a field.
You probably would rather have gotten stabbed outside of a club by Ray Lewis than fucking just spiked by Ray Lewis in 99.
100%.
100%. I'd rather get stabbed by Ray Lewis.
Yeah, I'd rather have a wrestling move pulled on me than...
Damn.
Yeah.
Tackled by Ray Lewis in 99 or 1 round with Tyson in his prime?
That's not the same thing.
That's not what...
I mean, 1 round. That's 3 minutes.
All right, so 30 seconds.
That's a long time.
That is a long.
That's like that's like
4.5 seconds by my.
That's like
punched by prime Mike Tyson.
One offensive drive against Ray Lewis or 1 round against Mike Tyson. They're equally as terrifying and they last forever.
Fuck,
dude. 30 seconds with Tyson, you would.
I don't know what.
You're dead. You're not lasting 30 seconds.
I don't know what would be worse.
1 liver shot. It's over.
I don't know what would be worse.
Now here's I
don't know, dude. I think just
would you rather a body shot from Prime Tyson or a headshot from Prime Tyson?
I think a headshot. Yeah, I think a headshot.
You think the body shot would be worse?
He's breaking your rib.
Or lacerating your liver.
You see the way he used those hooks, those body hooks, dude?
Digging into the body.
Oh, that twist at the end. Mike Tyson is 1,000% breaking at least 2 or 3 of your ribs.
So the headshot.
I'd rather
you'd have brain swelling. You'd wake up eventually.
I'd rather like have a concussion than like broken. You ever break a rib? I've broken a rib. It's
I broke 4 ribs.
It's fucking painful, dude.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. I'd rather have a concussion and a sore head than piss blood for a week.
I broke ribs playing football, actually.
Yeah, football. I wouldn't let my kids play football.
Yeah,
I have a son, but like I wouldn't let him play. I wouldn't push him to play football.
Depends on what his aversion to contact was. If he was like all about contact, I would let him play football. But if he like didn't want to get hit and wasn't into getting hit,
he's a boy. He's a he/him.
Yeah, but there's boys that aren't into like hitting.
Yeah.
You know, that there's no problem with that. Like
I'd put him in wrestling before football.
Jiu-jitsu.
Well, but wrestling too. I'd rather, especially in school, little jiu-jitsu and wrestling. But
if I have kids, they're definitely going to take jiu-jitsu
as a sport to play. Like in school, I would let them do wrestling. I think I wish I did that when I was younger. I never did that.
You just make fun of all the wrestlers.
I know, because it's
like they'd all get ringworm.
But it's really like out of all the sports you could play in high school, that conditions you the best.
Yeah.
and like prepares you for life the best.
Yeah, people
like
don't
that's
mess
an
with
actual
you.
skill.
Yeah.
Like being good at football isn't a skill in the real world. Like
I mean, it depends on how good you are. But
I don't know. If you're a D1 wrestler, I'd rather be a D1 wrestler in like in a street fight than a D1 football player. Like you're not fucking touching a D1
but on
wrestler.
a college campus, would you rather be a D1 football player or a D1 wrestler? I'd rather be a D1 football player.
Yeah, you're getting pussy. Yes. If you're a D1 athlete, you're a D1 athlete, bro.
Nah.
It's different.
There's nobody in that gym watching people wrestle.
It's different.
It's a bunch of dads.
You got a bunch of like back acne.
A bunch of dads watching their kids wrestle.
I know, but there's like jujitsu moms too.
Yeah.
There was this one jujitsu mom at the school I used to take the kids to. She was nice. She would talk to me. But
And I think on that note,
shout out to jujitsu moms.
jujitsu moms, cue the calypso.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Have a good one. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe, follow, all the things.
Goodbye.
CBD.
CBD.
Be better 20. Be better 20.
Goodbye.